In a woman is the power to create, nurture, and transform. All she needs is a little support and proper hygiene. Good afternoon, everyone. With a new day, new strength, and new thoughts, I would like to welcome the panel of senior doctors as our guests. Director, IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus, faculty, and all the students. On the occasion of Menstrual Hygiene Day 2021, it is important to fill critical gaps in our knowledge about menstruation. There is a wealth of practical experience that has not yet been documented and synthesized. School of Biosciences, in association with Ghaziabad Obstetrics and Gynecological Society and Beautiful Tomorrow Trust, has organized this wellness talk series on green menstruation, women empowerment in health perspective. I'm honored and delighted to have been given the opportunity to introduce our respected guests for today's event. We are fortunate and privileged to have the august presence of Dr. Neelu Khaneja, Senior Consultant Gynecologist, Dr. Madhu Gupta, Senior Consultant Gynecologist and Obstetrics at Navjeevan Nursing Home, and Dr. Shalini Agrawal, Senior Obstetrician and Gynecologist at Shivam Hospital. A hearty welcome to all the respected dignitaries once again. We are so glad you sorted some time from a busy schedule to join us today. It is indeed my privilege to welcome our Honorable Director, Dr. Sapna Rakesh ma'am, who conceived the idea of this talk series. Being a successful administrator, academician, and researcher, she has a strong inclination to serve the society at her own way. Sheer strength of character, discipline, strength of mind, willingness to strive for education, and an enthusiastic nature defines her. Ma'am, we are so grateful to you for being a part of this event. I request ma'am to say a few words.
Thank you, Neelu. Is my voice clear? Am I clearly audible, Akansha ji? Thank you so much. We often start all the sessions with ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just too privileged because we invite only women folks for today's program. So ladies, it's a matter of great pride for me to welcome you all here today. As women, we often come together on Women's Day, especially at IMS Ghaziabad. Let me tell you that this is the first program, which is a women-only program in our campus. And let me tell you, you see, it started with a phone call with from Madam Madhu. We know that Dr. Madhu does an amazing work on several aspects in Ghaziabad. She has visited our campus. In auditorium, we have had women-only program with her. She has been laying out quite vividly her concerns on women health and especially women ignorance on issues which are very critical to health. So, you know, Chief phone called us and we are very happy to associate with GOGS and Beautiful Tomorrow Trust, which partnered with us in organizing this program. And as I welcome you all, I think it's a matter of great pride for us that we have 3 leading practicing gynecologists with us on screen today. Live, we'll be discussing issues pertaining to you know, important aspect of our lives. With great indebtedness, I welcome you, Dr. Shalini Agrawal, Dr. Neelu Khaneja, and Dr. Madhu Gupta. And I'm sure and I hope that not only this program is going to open our eyes on, we do not know as, you know, we don't come from the profession, but I'm sure, but after listening to you, many of us would understand what are the best possible ways of handling this permanent thing in our lives. So I welcome you all. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to welcome the guests today.
Before starting with our session, I'm honored to share brief profiles of our guest today. Dr. Neelu Khaneja ma'am. She is the director at Khaneja Women Care and Sai Colposcopy Center. She is also a founder member and the president of the Ghaziabad Gynecological Society. Ma'am has been trained for colposcopy at Chittaranjan Cancer Institute, Kolkata, under the aegis of Melinda Gates Foundation. She has also been the recipient of FOGSI Wonder Woman Award. She actively participates in social awareness programs of IMA and regularly conducts breast and cervical cancer prevention camps. Ma'am has also started an online public awareness group by the name of Bright Sunshine. Next, we have with us Dr. Madhu Gupta. Dr. Madhu Gupta ma'am is a senior consultant gynecologist and obstetrics, director, Navjeevan Nursing Home, and chief trustee at Beautiful Tomorrow Trust, a trust to ensure wellness of women of all ages, with special focus on prevention of gynecological and breast cancer through education and awareness, screening and early diagnosis, and treatment of pre-malignant lesions. Ma'am has also been awarded as the Unsung Hero by FOGSI in 2018 and Women Achiever Award by Inner Wheel Club, Ghaziabad. I would like to welcome our next panelist, Dr. Shalini Agrawal. Dr. Shalini Agrawal ma'am is a senior obstetrician and gynecologist at Shivam Hospital and Heart Center, Ghaziabad. She has completed her MBBS and MD from KJMC Lucknow and laparoscopy training from AIMS Delhi. Ma'am is also the president of GOGS. Her area of interest includes clinical gynecology and obstetrics. She keeps doing awareness programs in many schools, especially on adolescent education. Now, I request Dr. Abha Vashisht ma'am, Program Chairperson, School of Biosciences, to take over the session. Over to you, ma'am.
May I request Dr. Madhu ma'am to kindly...
Am I audible, Akanksha, now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nidhi, for all the wonderful words. Before starting anything, in the honor of our esteemed guest, I would like to say a few words. We all say God is everywhere to heal this world. And I would like to add one more thing, that on this earth, doctors like you and the entire medical fraternity is here to heal this world. Many, many thanks to you, Dr. Madhu, Dr. Shalini, and Dr. Neeru, to be here with us. Your passion to serve the society is really commendable. As you see in the session of the Zoom, we are going to add the participant again and again, and many of the avid viewers are connected through the YouTube also. And at present, being live on YouTube across the country and the globe will certainly serve the purpose of IMS Ghaziabad in association with renowned doctors to serve the society. For one thing, I would like to request to our viewers, kindly post your question in the chat box. Myself, along with Professor Akanksha Jain, will take all your queries in Q&A session. And now I would like to request to Dr. Madhu Gupta ma'am to start the session.
I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Clearly, Dr. Madhu.
Shall I start?
Please.
A very good afternoon to all of you. And a lot of thanks to Dr. Sapna Rakesh. And I was really overwhelmed by her response to my word कि मेरे को ये program करना है. And within 10 minutes, I got a phone from Abha ji. Ma'am, क्या program करना है आपको? I'm amazing. I've never such. I mean, like a Wonder Woman, you know, Dr. Sapna Rakesh. Fatafat. And here evening में सारा message भी आ गया कि no, this should be the topic and all. I was really amazed. That is why IMS is so proud of you, Dr. Sapna.
Thank you.
So at the outset, on behalf of Beautiful Tomorrow Trust and Gynae Obstetric Society of Ghaziabad, I welcome all the participants to this session who's logged in, and special thanks to Dr. Abha ji, who has worked so hard on this and give us the opportunity to share our views on women health with menstrual with on menstrual perspective as the topic. To the significance of this day lies in that to eliminate the myths and the taboos attached to menstruation and creating awareness for good menstrual hygiene practices. And that is why we are here today. Over to Dr. Shalini. Let's see what she has to say about menstruation and the hygiene. Over to Shalini here.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the kind introduction. Very good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to participate in this program. So, ma'am, who is sharing the screen? Do you want me to share the screen or you will share the screen?
Ma'am,
Kanisha,
as you're comfortable.
Okay, I'll share my screen then.
Okay, sure.
Can you see it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So today is International Day for Menstrual Hygiene. So let us see what all we can help you in a brief introduction of what menstruation is and how to handle it properly so that it is not causing harm to anybody. So let's see what is a normal menstruation. I can't move my slides. Akanksha, you shared this presentation.
Sure, ma'am, sure. Ma'am, you can just unshare it, then I will be able to share
Yeah.
my screen.
So let me tell you, normal menstruation. Yeah, next slide. Next, yes. So what happens, this is the normal structure of uterus, which you all must be knowing, but I thought I must tell you again. You can see this is a uterus having two tubes and ovaries, and there is the internal lining, which is formed every month under the influence of hormone, which are secreted by the ovaries. The white structures, the pink structures you see on the side, these are the ovaries. So they secrete the hormone estrogen and progesterone, and under their influence, the endometrium, the inner lining of the uterus, is formed every month. The cycle could be 20 to 40 days, and every cycle this is shed off in the form of menstrual flow. So now the question is how to handle this menstrual flow. Next slide, please. So it is, we are in search of a perfect product to handle this menstrual flow right from our ancestors. It was a difficult time for our ancestors to know how to handle this. They used different materials to contain this blood. Like Egyptians used tampons made of softened papyrus. Papyrus, from which we make paper. The Romans used pads and tampons made of wool. Greeks used pieces of wood wrapped in a lint, and then they used to put it in the vagina to absorb the blood. I really pity them, how difficult it was for them to use it. And so on. Their people also used grass, moss grass, and sand wrapped in a cloth and putting it in the vagina. So most of the women used rags to have menstrual blood absorbed. Next slide, please. So that is why the phrase on the rags was used as euphemism for menstruation. Some women chose to bleed free in their clothes, but it was realized it was not so hygienic, and menstrual products started coming to market. Next, please. So the Hoosier belt it came first in the market. It had a girdle which was surrounded around the waist, and then a napkin was tied to it from the front and behind. The disadvantage was it used to displace from its normal position and ultimately soiling the clothes. Then came, next please, then came the sanitary aprons, bloomers, which were lined by a rubber lining so that the external clothes are not soiled. But it was a difficult situation because inside you are all wet and outside only people will not see you stained. That is the only, that was the only thing which was done. And the change in the scene came during the First World War, when nurses taking care of the soldiers realized that the bandages which were formed by the wood pulp, they were very absorbent. So they started using those bandages to absorb their menstrual blood. And taking the cue from there, the company launched the first sanitary napkin by the name of Kotex, means cotton texture. At the same time, Johnson and Johnson's also launched a product, Lister's towel, for menstruation. Since then, the journey of present day sanitary napkins with adhesive lining on the back came into life. And but all the pads, they were having a lot of synthetic material, and that made the females more comfortable and empowered. But at the same time, there was a different aspect of it, that they were creating lot of garbage. So what is the present situation? Let's see. Each female menstruates approximately 35 to 40 years. The normal age for menstruation, start of the menstruation, is 12 to 13 years, and they continue menstruating till the age of 50 to 53 years. So on an average, this is the 35 to 40 years is a big time. So for ages, Indian women used cloth to control the menstruation. Lately, they have switched on to disposable for their convenience, like sanitary napkins and tampons. While intent of this move is noble, but it led to dangerous and unsustainable consequences because of the following reasons. The economic reason: most of the people were not so wealthy to buy the pads. Then there was environmental hazard. There is waste management crisis, violation of human rights and dignity of sanitation workers, and health issues. Next slide, please. So violation, you see, when it is dumped into the garbage, the rag pickers, they separate soiled napkins from the collected and dumped garbage. This caused different diseases like HIV, hepatitis, E. coli infection in them. The disposable sanitary napkins are normally flushed down into the toilet, leading to they get bloated up and they clog the sewers. The sanitation workers have to go down into the drain and remove these by their hands. This endangers their dignity and quality of life. Next, please. So the amount of waste product, you can see there are 336 million menstruating women all over India, of which 36% are using sanitary napkins. And plastic in the sanitary napkins takes about 800 years for degradation. Each sanitary napkin has plastic equivalent to 4 plastic bags. And each Indian woman on an average uses 6,000 pads in her lifetime. So that makes this 24,000 plastic bags per woman. So they are generating 150 kg of menstrual waste in their lifetime. And when it is buried, burnt, or flushed, they cause serious air and water pollution due to chemicals in the absorbent fillers and gels. In rural areas, the pads are just thrown away in the water bodies or drains, etc. And there is uncounted harm to environment and ecosystem. Next, please. So we need to have, and there are health issues. When you use sanitary napkins, it comes into contact of the vaginal skin every month, leads to rashes, fungal infections because of the chemicals which like sap, plastic, bleach, and perfume in the disposable pads. And the dioxins released during burning and burying can cause endocrine disorders, infertility, and cancers. They also attract flies, insects, and animals, causing so many diseases. There is the term toxic shock syndrome, which can happen in the females who use tampons, and if they forget to remove the tampon, that can lead to toxic shock syndrome, a grave situation. Also, people using sanitary napkins have repeated urinary infection as well. So we need to have a product which is more eco-friendly, more comfortable, more biodegradable, so and better handling of the waste. So we move to the green menstruation. Next slide, please. So this is the scene for which we are responsible. You can see the pits filled with dirt, and the human being have the he has to go down the manhole and clean the sewage. Similarly, all these people, they have to remove the sanitary napkins with their hands, causing so many diseases. So ultimately, we need to have more green menstruation. And my talk would be incomplete. Next slide, please. If I do not take the name of Arunachalam Muruganantham, the padman or menstrual man of India, who revolutionized menstrual health of rural women in developing countries by inventing a simple machine. They can be used to make cheap sanitary napkins by the women themselves. That is how or it is available to the lower class people, and it is generating so millions of jobs for the rural females also. So over to Dr. Madhu Gupta to detail about how we can use more green menstruation, more green products to save our Mother Earth. Next slide, please. And save our Earth. Over to Dr. Madhu Gupta for further proceedings.
Hello, Dr. Shalini has very well explained about the menstrual management. And like she has said, ki once upon a time the rags were used, and she came down to the disposable sanitary napkins. Though disposable sanitary napkins were very comfortable and empowered the woman physically, mentally, socially, and financially also, but the sanitary pads, disposable sanitary pads, created a garbage all around the place. Tons of garbage was there, which was hazardous to the environment as well as mankind. Next. Next slide, Akansha. So ये जो इतना गार्बेज इकट्ठा हो गया, उसको टैकल करना बड़ा मुश्किल हुआ. तो ये सोचा कि चलो ग्रीन मेंस्ट्रुएशन प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करते हैं, एंड ये ग्रीन मेंस्ट्रुएशन ड्राइव स्टार्ट हुई. इसका मतलब ये है कि वी यूज प्रोडक्ट्स विच आर नॉट डिस्पोजेबल, विच आर मीन्स दे आर सस्टेनेबल, जो कि बहुत दिन तक चले, रीयूजेबल, जो बार की बार यूज हो सके, इको फ्रेंडली, मतलब जो एनवायरमेंटल फ्रेंडली हो, अगर उनका डिस्पोजल जो है एनवायरमेंट को नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाए. दैट मीन्स नो कैश, नो रैश एंड नो ट्रैश. इसका मतलब कि ना तो हमारा पैसा ज्यादा खर्चा होएगा, ना हमारे पास रैशेस होंगी. ये आपने शालिनी जी ने बताया कि हेल्थ हैजार्ड्स हैं, कि लोगों को यूरिनरी इन्फेक्शन हो जाता है, लोगों को रैशेस हो जाती हैं, और ना कूड़ा करकट होगा. So let us think what all was launched as a green menstrual products. Next slide. Next slide. So we have lots of, I can see lots of green menstrual product, and I think hardly anybody is using it. People are very fond of using disposable sanitary napkins because they are very convenient to them. Not all of them suffer from the drawbacks of sanitary napkins, but at least 10 to 20% suffer from these health issues. So here is a battery of alternate sustainable menstrual products. You can see this very well, the menstrual cups. These are the reusable disposable pad. These are interlabial pads. And these are period panties. Next slide. I'll explain one by one. Now, थोड़ा नीचे करोगे आकांक्षा? Now, आकांक्षा एक strip आ रही है ऊपर. Can you?
Is it fine, ma'am?
हाँ, अब ठीक है. Now we take up a biodegradable pads and tampons. इसमें सबसे ज्यादा फायदा ये है कि एक बनाना फाइबर या बैम्बू फाइबर या कॉर्न स्टार्च से बने. इनका जो सोर्स ऑफ मेकिंग इज अ नेचुरल सोर्स. It contains no plastic, no dioxins. Like इसमें कोई केमिकल्स नहीं होता जिसमें कि हमको कैंसर या कुछ ऐसी जैसी बीमारियां हो, और इन्वायरमेंटल फ्रेंडली है इसका डिस्पोजेबल. और जहां वो प्लास्टिक वाले पैड्स को डिस्पोज करने में हमको गलने में, डिग्रेडेशन होने में 500 साल लग जाते थे, ये 8 to 10 months में डिग्रेडेट हो जाएगा, कंपोस्ट बन जाएगा इसका. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज कि चलो हेल्थ फ्रेंडली हो गया ये, बट ये एनवायरमेंट फ्रेंडली नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि इसी से गार्बेज बहुत हो गया क्रिएट, डिस्पोजल इशू हो गया, पोल्यूशन एंड कंटामिनेशन. वाटर बॉडीज सभी भी कंटामिनेट होती नहीं. लोग की आदत है लेंगे, भरेंगे और पॉलीथीन की थैलियां में फेंक देंगे. तो गवर्नमेंट बहुत काम कर रही है इसके ऊपर कि इस पे 100% रिजल्ट मिल जाए कंपोस्टिंग में, एंड मैन्योर की तरह यूज हो जाए. बट द रिजल्ट्स आर स्टिल अवेटेड. But this is one of the best good menstrual product, which is an organic product. Next slide. Akansha, next. Now here we come with the reusable sanitary pads, the one which is very close to my heart. Can you see this? Can you see this good looking pads? Akansha, dikh raha hai screen pe?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I've got a battery of pads. See, kitne sare pads, and they are so soft, very comfortable, highly absorbent, and colorful also. You'll feel nice. Oh, you are getting a menstrual period, so I'll be using this colorful pads. So people, I think once they start using it, they'll be very happy. They are made of cloth. There is no synthetic material in it, and it is friendly to the skin and environment friendly. You can use these pads for 2 to 5 years, and the cost is about from 100 to 300 rupees. So you should have at least 5 pads for the day use and 2 pads for the night use. They are available in 2 sizes. You can see there is a medium size and the large size. People who are having a medium flow, they can use this medium size pads, and people are having a large heavy flow, they can use a large size of the pad. There's a difference of about 3 inches in between these 2 pads. It can be used, it can be changed every 4 hourly or 6 hourly or 8 hourly, depending on your flow. But in case if it doesn't stain also, one must change the pad before they go off to sleep. So that is that every 12 hours it has to be changed. And before you change the pad at night, you must have a nice wash and wipe and then change the pad. This will reduce urinary tract infections, skin rashes, everything will go off. These pads are made of 3 layers, and it has a leak-proof lining at the back. This is the leak-proof lining, and this is the surface which comes in contact with the vaginal skin. So and it's got a wings and buttons on it. When you are using this pad, this surface should go in contact with the panty, and this surface should come in touch with the vagina, and just over the panty, you snap these buttons and they will take this shape. I will show you a panty, how it is attached to it. ये बंद करके ना बेटे ऐसा लगेगा, देखो बच्चों, ये पैंटी है, ये पैंटी है, और बंद करके बस बाहर में आपको ये दिखेगा और अंदर में ये पूरा कवर हो जाएगा. This is how you use it. And regarding the washing part of it, it has to be, people think कि इसमें blood है तो जरूर से हम गर्म पानी में धो ले तो जल्दी धुल जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है. You have to wash it in the cold water, not ice cold water, the normal water, tap water. Soak it for 5-10 minutes and apply a soft gentle or some, जिससे आप लोग नहाते हैं वही वाला सोप से आप थोड़ा सा रब कर दीजिए इसको. Scrub gently, squeeze it and dry it in the sunlight. Never use a brush or a scrub, never use a strong detergent, otherwise the shine of this fur will go off. In case you do not, in case it is a rainy day or it is very cold, you can, after washing, everybody has a washing machine, they can dry it in the washing machine, and if you feel that it will mix up with your clothes, you can put it in a pouch and run the machine and it will dry up automatically. And the other thing is the absorbing capacity of the pad is equivalent to 1 sanitary pads. So don't, and once you start using it, you don't go into the change immediately. Like आज हम sanitary pads use कर रहे हैं, कल से हम खाली reusable pads लगाएंगे. But gradually the change should be very gradual. Like when you're going to work or going to the schools, then you use the disposable sanitary pads. And when you come home, use this reusable sanitary pads. Gradually, you'll go into the habit of using reusable sanitary pads. Another thing is, in case you have to change it in the office, then how do you change it? You just fold it like this. You can fold it like this and snap the buttons and put it in the pouch, Ziploc pouch, and take it home and use another pad which is there. And when you come home, you wash the pad. It will not become dry. It will get cleaned up immediately. So I've covered all the points in this, sizes. And the issue with these pads is that people don't like to wash it because आजकल तो बच्चे कपड़े भी नहीं धोते, ladies भी कपड़े नहीं धोती हैं, so washing machines में धोती हैं. Initially, children will find a problem in washing and carrying the soil pads home, but over a period of time, they will get used to and they would love to use these reusable sanitary pads. Next slide. Now we have period panties also, and you must be all aware of it. Period underwears, period panties. People who do not like to use pads, cups, or disposable sanitary napkins, they can use period panties. Depending on the flow, you get variety of panties in the market. The panties with the highly absorbing capacity. The panties you can change depending on the flow. Then, these panties are made up of जैसे आपका swimsuit वाला material आता है ना, उसी की बनी होती है. They are leak proof. And they have an inner lining of a cotton. And center में, as you can see, there is a thick pad sewing along with the panty. So, and this will not be displaced. Even you jump, walk, and whatever but you cannot swim with this because ultimately some blood will come out if you swim. But you can participate in all the activities with this period panties and never get soiled. And the advantage of other panties, period panties, are they are panties which do not have this thick pad in the center, but they just have an inner lining. So you can use on the 3rd or 4th day of the period when the flow is less, or after the delivery of the baby on the 5th day or 6th day when you hardly use any pad. So it will not soil your undergarment. Then you can use this period panties. This is the advantage of period panties, and their washing method is same as what I told you about reusable sanitary pads. Over to you, Dr. Neelu Khaneja for menstrual cups.
Akanksha, the slides are not very clear. The written part is not very clear.
Oh. Ma'am, maybe it's the network issue, I think.
Okay, fine. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. First and foremost, I must thank the organizers, then Dr. Madhu and Dr. Shalini, for giving me an opportunity to be a part of this important program, Green Menstruation, which is the need of the hour today. So I think most of you must be knowing about menstrual cups. I don't know how many of you are using, but yes, you must be knowing about them certainly. So everything as you has some good points and some pros and some cons. So we first discussed with the pros. These menstrual cups, Dr. Madhu has already showed you the pictures. They are very pretty looking small cups available in different sizes. They are stemless, with stem, short stem. So they really look very beautiful. First, they are made up of soft medical grade silicone. Now, what is this medical grade silicone? जैसे feeding bottle में nipple होता है, it is a medical grade silicone. So you can imagine if a baby can suck nipple from the feeding bottle, so what an inert material it is. So this is what these menstrual cups are made of. They are very economical. They don't burn your pocket. No 200, 300 rupees har mahine ka kharcha. Just buy it once. They are eco-friendly. You don't have to throw them like this. And each menstrual cup lasts for about 8 to 10 years. मतलब एक बार खरीदा और छुट्टी. And not much of effort is needed for them. They need sterilization, boiling only before the period and at the end of it, and then they can be stored in a bag, cloth bag, which is available with the packet. So you just wash and reinsert. First day when you use it, you have to sterilize it in boiling water. After that, you just wash and reinsert. I will show you how to insert. However, if you want to see it, then the YouTube channel also is available. You can see. Now, what are the disadvantages? See, any new thing you take or use, you require some time. I think you'll require 1 or 2 cycles to get adjusted to it. But once you get adjusted to it, I'm sure you're going to love it really. So you have to be ready to soil your 2 fingers because these are the 2 fingers which you have to use to insert them. Some people, especially the unmarried females, they have a fear of placing in the vagina. For that, we'll teach you. And agar aapko nahi aata hai, to first time you can go to the doctor and get it done. Then the disadvantage is misplacement of IUCD. Now, misplacement of IUCD doesn't happen like this. I'll show you how to take it out, but if you pull it just with the stem, then the IUCD can be displaced. And some people may get reaction or TSS, toxic shock syndrome, which is usually not with these. It is usually with tampons, which are inserted inside and you leave them for 3 days, you forget about them. So it becomes a source for bacteria, different type of bacteria and infection. So that is what toxic syndrome is. Now, how to insert? Now, see, you can see this cup. Now, this is a round cup, which is available in 2-3 sizes, small, medium, and large. Small one is for under 25 years. Medium one, you can say people who have had cesareans, they can use the medium one, and large ones who've had deliveries. So this cup, you cannot insert it like this. It has to be folded to make it smaller. So first is boil cup in enough water for 3 to 5 minutes just before use. You have to wash your hands before and after. So you have to fold the cup, relax and insert, then check if it is open and removal after filling. So after the use, then wash with water, and once your periods are finished, boil for 3 to 5 minutes for the next use. Now, how do we fold this? There are 3 types of fold. C-fold, 7-fold, and punch down. Now, this is what this cup is. You press it like this and you bend it. So this is a C-fold. Can you all see it? This is a C-fold. And what is a 7-fold? Press it like this, and then this becomes a 7. This is a 7-fold. And the best and the easiest, this is a punch down. You press it and like this. Basically, the idea being that before you have to insert it, you have to reduce the volume. Now, supposing this is the vagina, you just insert it like this. Like this, it goes inside. Go inside, and then you have to check whether it has opened or not. Supposing it doesn't open, then you might have to just rotate it a little bit. So this time, don't feel scared that it is not so long. The length of the vagina is about 12 centimeters, and the length of the cup, this entire cup, is only about 6 to 7 centimeters. So next slide, please.
Next.
So I will show you this model. See, this is the uterus. This is where the blood is. This is the vaginal canal. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
This is the vaginal canal. So this is where the cup stays. Can you see it now? So this cup is held inside the vagina by the help of the vaginal walls, and you have to make a suction here. If you see the cup closely, there are 4 small holes. They are not just for fashion or anything, but they create a suction inside.
Right.
So when you have to remove the cup, next slide, can you see the next slide, please? Next slide. See, now this is where the cup, previous one, please. So this is the uterus, this is where the cup is. So basically this cup collects the blood. It is held there by suction, it collects the blood. It doesn't absorb blood like tampons. So when you have to remove this, you just have to go up above the stem and just pinch it. The moment you pinch it, then the suction is released and then you pull it out. Have you got it? Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you got it, or should I repeat this?
Yeah, we've got it. Yeah. Anybody has a question, please feel free.
We can demonstrate later on also, after the talk.
Yes. So basically, it's a mechanism of suction, and it doesn't. Change the slide, please. So can you see these different varieties of cups? How many colors are available? You have a long stem, you have a short stem, you have the stemless ones. With the long stem, intercourse is not possible, but with the stemless ones, even intercourse is possible during the periods. Now what comes then is the next slide. Another thing is menstrual disc. As you can see this, these are menstrual cups. This is a disc, and the disc, menstrual disc consists of this side of round thing, and then it has a membrane over there. This menstrual disc, it goes up and it fits into the cervix, just below the cervix. The part around the cervix is called the fornix, so it is held there higher up. Menstrual discs are a little difficult to insert and a little difficult to take it out. So it is better that you use menstrual cups. Most of the people are more comfortable with them. Now, are you all really scared? So you don't have to worry.
Next.
This can be learned in 1 or 2 cycles. Initially, next slide, please. Next slide. It can be learned in 1 or 2 cycles. Initially, you might feel it a bit messy, but then you get used to it. The best part is women into physical activities will find it a blessing. So they need not miss their swimming, going to gym, running, horse riding, do anything what you want. In fact, you won't even feel that the cup is inside. In fact, I tell the audience that there's one disadvantage of the cup is that you only forget about the cup only. Sometimes you forget to take it out also. This is what you have to remember, that you have to remove the cup after 8 to 10 hours. So cleaning is easy, it's economical and eco-friendly. So you will understand when it's time to empty. We women are quite intelligent and we know our flow. So believe me, if you know if the cup is placed well and you check that is it opened well inside, it will fit in very well. And don't worry, it will not move because your vagina has got elastic walls. So it is going to hold the cup. And it is very comfortable. You don't need to remove it while passing urine or stool. It holds around 15 to 20 ml of blood. During heavy flow days, you might need to empty it after 6 to 8 hours. Otherwise, rest of the days, 8 to 10 hours is enough. And your mobility is not affected at all. And the best part is it does not rub against your thighs, no rashes, no redness, especially after delivery when you have to wear the pad for about 40 days. It's very, very annoying, and that skin is eroded. So all that is very comfortable with this. And you can do all the sports activities with this. So no more period burden on Mother Earth. We have Let's Go Green. Next slide, please. Next slide, Akansha. Next slide. Yes. So use reusable cloth pad or cup. Save money, save mankind, save animals, and save the Mother Earth. So at the end of it, let us pledge to green the red days by using sustainable, reusable, and eco-friendly products. So this is a pledge we all have to take. And I'm sure at the end of this lecture, you can start using this cup. Another thing I might tell you, see, कोई भी नई चीज ना एक बार में नहीं कर सकते. You can also do one thing. You can use pads एक बार में, day में pad use कर लो, 6 to 8 hours pad use karo, next time cup use karo. Within a week, you'll get used to it. And last but not the least, we are going through difficult times and trying times. So let us not forget the COVID protocol. By hand washing, अब तक तो सबको याद हो गया होगा, hand washing, distancing, and double mask. So these days, it is recommended you wear double mask. या तो एक surgical mask or N95 लीजिए, or surgical mask or cloth mask. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Neelu, Dr. Shalini, and Dr. Madhu. And it's a wonderful session. To be very frank, I would like to say that from past so many years, I have also heard about it, right? And what you have said, that for the first time, it is really difficult to adapt one of the habit. But as we are the part of this environment, so we should think about it. And the green menstruation is one of the important topic on which you have delivered your aspect. And now the session is open for the queries. I would like to ask Professor Akanksha to start with the queries.
Yes, ma'am.
अब वो हमने वो वीडियोस दिए थे, वीडियोस चला दो.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
ये निकालती हूँ.
हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड. मेरा नाम शाहजहां है. मैं 1 साल से ये मेंस्ट्रुअल कप यूज़ कर रही हूँ. ये बहुत ही कंफर्टेबल है. मतलब इसे लगाने में, यूज़ करने में कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है. इसे लगाकर मैं साइकिल भी चलाती हूँ. इसे लगाकर स्विमिंग भी कर सकते हैं. मतलब बहुत बढ़िया है. ये मेरी लाइफ का बेस्ट गिफ्ट है.
Akansha, we can see the questions coming. You can raise the questions to the doctors.
Ma'am, we have first question, like what will be the cost of these cups?
Neelu, you would like to take up this question? These cups are not very expensive. They are available from 400 to 3,000 rupees also, depending on the size, the make, the brand you want to get it.
And ma'am, from where we can buy them? Like
Amazon.
अभी तो वो ऑनलाइन ही मिल रहे हैं. Amazon में आप लीजिए. वैसे normally what you've seen it on this picture, they be using Sirona cups. They are very good, and they are pocket friendly also, not very expensive.
Ma'am, what is toxic syndrome?
It's Neelu, you would like to answer this?
कर सकती हो, बोलो. Toxic syndrome basically, I told you it mostly happens with tampons. If you leave a tampon inside and you just forget about it, 2 दिन 3 दिन, so it becomes a breeding ground for the bacteria like Streptococcus and Staphylococcus. This is a serious condition. It can in fact become life-threatening also with fever, headache, vomiting, diarrhea, rashes. So you have to be careful there that once you use the tampons, you take them out after every 8 to 10 hours. This sort of thing usually doesn't happen with menstrual cups because that is collecting blood, while tampons are absorbing. So कोई अगर एक कपड़ा आप डालोगे और वो गंदा सा पड़ा रहेगा, then what happens? It becomes a breeding ground for the bacteria. So this is what toxic syndrome is.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, one of the participants is asked that menstruation blood is of course unhygienic. So if we are washing the pads, so will it have any side effect?
So I want to.
Shalini, you would like to answer? Yeah, Shalini, you take up this point.
So there are so many myths associated with menstrual blood. This is not hygienic. This is the ganda khoon. You cannot do puja during this time. You cannot enter kitchen. You cannot touch pickles. And these are all myths. Olden days में वो होता था ना कि periods हो रहे हैं तो उसको एक कोने में डाल दिया जाए सूखी खाट पे कि उसको कोई टच ना करे या वो किसी चीज को टच ना करे. This is not right. That is the normal blood. It is not that it is some dirty blood or something. Only thing is this blood is mixed with endometrial lining. That is the only thing, and some enzymes which doesn't let this blood clot. That is the only thing. So it is not a dirty blood. It's a normal blood of your body. So you can handle it very easily. It should not be a problem.
और मैं एक चीज बताऊं, जो तुम पैड वॉश करते हो ना और जो उसमें से ब्लड वाटर उसको तुम खाद की तरह भी यूज कर सकते हो. You can water the plants also. It will act as a very good manure.
पर इसमें कभी boiling water नहीं use करना चाहिए. Wash it in cold water.
And do not iron also. Do not iron the pads because then the effectiveness will go away.
It has to be washed in a normal water.
Ma'am, one more question we have. Like a student is asking, I think they're a bit scared. Like if they're not able to remove the cup, if they've once placed it, if they're not able to remove it, then like what should they do in that case?
So it is very difficult for you not to remove it because you ultimately it's going to be removed very easily. You know the vacuum which is created, you just have to release it, just press it and it will come out.
Yes.
So it is not difficult at all.
वैसे फंस जाओ तो doctors are always there. Don't worry.
Yeah, we have patients coming with left in tampon with this thing, condoms also. I had a patient about 15 days back. Ma'am, there's a condom inside, and I said, क्या हो गया? She was so scared, crying away to high glory. Condom अंदर रह गया, क्या करेंगे क्या? I said, यार कुछ नहीं होगा. तो मैंने डाला and there it was. And she was so scared. So imagine करो अगर कप नहीं निकला तो कितना हंगामा मचेगा उस दिन.
मधु मेरे पास रात में 2 बजे इमरजेंसी आई कि कॉन्डोम अंदर रह गया.
Yeah.
Ma'am, which one is the better option? So we have learned about all the 3 options like pads, tampons, and menstrual cups. So which one would you suggest as the best method to use?
See what it is said that before, like people are very finicky about hymen टूट जाएगा, hymen है, virginity खत्म हो जाएगी. You must have heard this. Because अभी तो ये youngsters बैठे ना, ये question नहीं है. When I was addressing a inner wheel club, that was the girl will lose the virginity. What will happen when she gets married? ये तो कहेंगे बड़ी experienced ही है. तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. तो इसलिए ये सब बचने के लिए हम कहते हैं कि जब तक शादी नहीं होती है, reusable pad use करते रहो और बाद में तुम cups use करते. But once even the unmarried girls start using cups, this is very, very comfortable because there's very small size of cups are also available. They are soft. Initially, you should use a soft cup and then go on to the firm cups. But अगर डर लगता है बच्चों को, तो they can use reusable sanitary pads. And then after marriage, go on to the cups.
वैसी जो hymen है, it is not a membrane. उसमें hole है ना menstruation आने का. तो basically hymen is stretched. Usually the hymen is not broken. So don't be afraid of that.
It's a porous thing, like it's got small little holes in it, and through that the menstruation comes. Menstrual fluid comes.
जितने gymnasts हैं, sports वाले हैं, horse riding है, इनका hymen तो वैसे ही हो जाता है. So it's okay.
Ma'am, one thing I would like to ask, as the age progresses, the ladies are having the problem of fibroids, right? Is it safe to use a menstrual cup in this time?
Yes, no problem. Fibroids are not going to, fibroids in the uterus, that is inside your abdomen.
Okay.
And we are attaching the cup to the cervix, the outside portion. So that is not going to cause any difference. Only thing is, if you are multiparous, you have, the cervix is little bigger, so you have to choose a bigger size cup. So that is the only thing. That is why different sizes of cups are coming. So there is one question I was seeing in the chat, why the male member were not invited in menstrual talks? Shouldn't it be a normalized thing? Which is very true. I also agree with that. Tanu Sharma is the one who has asked this question.
Don't worry, ma'am. I already have the idea of posting the entire thing on my LinkedIn, wherein I have about 17,000 contacts. So
that's fine. I just this used to happen. This used to happen. And the story I told you about Arunachalam Muruganathan, this is what happened with him. He wanted to help his wife taking care of the periods, because he saw his wife using some rag or something for the periods, and then, why don't you buy sanitary napkins? She said, we cannot afford it. So he started researching on how to make a pad, and then he himself tied a football bladder to his stomach and filling it with goat blood, and then experimenting which pad will be more helpful, how to make a perfect pad. So that is story, and that he started researching for his wife, and his wife left him within 18 months of marriage, because he found it so abnormal that my husband is doing all this rubbish thing. And later on, when he got glory, then she came back to him, and now they are living a comfortable life. So this is the thing. This is a thing of taboo in our society. Gents don't want to talk about it. This is what is, we are still evolving. From the olden age when it was not discussed at all. So now people are becoming more aware of it and more evolving, more.
लेकिन जब फीमेल प्रेग्नेंट होती है तो लास्ट मेंस्ट्रुअल पीरियड जो है वो हस्बैंड को ही पता होता है, वाइफ को इतनी अच्छी तरह पता नहीं होता है. ख्याल नहीं है कि ये बात भी है.
Ma'am, it will be great if you can repeat like how to select the size of the cup, because students are having queries in that.
देखो, साइज ऑफ द कप, आई टोल्ड यू देयर आर 3 साइजेस अवेलेबल. एक स्मॉल होता है, एक मीडियम होता है, एक लार्ज होता है. अंडर 25 एंड पीपल हु हैव नॉट हैड सेक्स एंड ऑल, उनके लिए तो स्मॉल कप से यूज होने होंगे. वंस यू हैव हैड बेबीज, देन यू गो इन फॉर ए लार्ज कप. नाउ मीडियम साइज ऐसा होता है कि स्मॉल बिल्ट फीमेल है, और अ पेशेंट हु हैज हैड 2 cesareans or 1 cesarean, but she's on a regular intercourse, so for that medium size. So actually size of the cup आप एक आध 2 बार यूज करेंगे तो आपको अपने आप समझ में आ जाएगा what size is required. You will be the best judge for it. और these cups अभी online है, and I came across an address in Friends Colony where they are, एक तो सोच है और एक ये this is Sirona. सोच जो है वो Friends Colony में है. They've given the address. I can share that address and phone number in the chat box.
Yeah, I think, Kansha, if you could also take a couple of more menstruation-related questions people are raising, because we are lucky to have 3 doctors there, and maybe a word from them would help.
Here that can we use it while sleeping? Does it cause any vaginal irritation? No, it doesn't cause any vaginal irritation. You can sleep with the cup. It's not going to harm. Then another question is, I have PCOS and get irregular periods, also suffering from weight gain. I have heard that it can be reversed. Is it true? And how, although it is not related to this, but PCOS, you know, it is a condition which is in you right from the beginning, when you were in utero in your mother's womb. It is right from there. So the only treatment is that you can control it. You cannot cure it, but you can control it. You can do regular exercises, lose weight, and that is how you can control your PCOS. Someone is asking that Dr. Madhu Gupta has to answer this. Why not hot water? Will it form clot? That is why, or why don't you see hot water to wash it?
Wash the cup. Okay. See, we don't use hot water to wash the this reusable pads, because this blood has got protein, and the hot water coagulates the proteins and leave lot of stains over it. So एक ही नया pad में stains ही stains हो जाएंगे. So we don't use hot water at all to wash any blood stain. अगर हम काफी दिन तक अपना पैड यूज कर रहे हैं और उसमें थोड़े बहुत स्टेन रह जाते हैं, then we can use एक wash vanish करके आता है, wash आता है, we can use vanish and these stains will disappear. And if there are too much of stains, you think, then you can use a mild hydrogen peroxide solution to wash these stains. But never use hot water for washing these reusable sanitary pads. Anything which is soaked in blood, even your undergarment gets soiled with blood, never use a hot water because it will leave a stain permanently.
So this is a normal practice when we use, like in OT and all these soiled sheets and all which we have to wash, we soak them in the cold water. All the blood will disappear from the sheets. They become fresh. So as a rule, we wash everything which is soiled with blood in cold water. There is another question. Can using hot water bottle to reduce menstrual cramp is good or good for our body or not? Yes, you can.
Students want to know actually the natural methods to overcome these menstrual cramps.
Yes, you can use hot water bottle, not a problem at all.
Ma'am, it will be great if you can throw some light on PMS, like many of us face this issue.
Premenstrual syndrome. Okay. See, the children are having PMS. It's a disease of the old age, yeah. When you are going to perimenopausal mein hota hai, tab hota hai. But I'll tell you one thing. The children who are getting a lot of cramps during the menstrual periods, or they are going into a premenstrual phase, sometimes they feel bloating and heaviness of the breast. Bloating can be avoided if you avoid eating this fried food, drink lots of water, and be active. क्या होता है कि वो थोड़ा bloating हुआ और वो खाना खाते ही चले जाते हैं. So I always tell them before the period, 10 days prior to the period, eat light food. Don't eat fried foods. And this will definitely help in reducing your PMS. Children, we don't give treatment for PMS. When you are nearing menopause, then PMS will definitely need some treatment. Or reassurance is the best thing. These are the normal symptoms when the female is nearing menopause. Reassurance is the best way to guide them. This is a normal thing in life. So anybody to add anything?
I would like to add something with what Dr. Madhu Gupta has said. Like rightly said, it is in the perimenopausal phase. It is also in the youngsters, adolescent also. And as I explained you, there is a hormonal cycle. There is estrogen hormone and progesterone hormone in the body, which gradually increase, reach to a peak, and then they suddenly come down so that we have periods. So when in the premenstrual phase, you have a very high levels of estrogen and progesterone, which causes retention of water in our body. So that is why all those symptoms mostly happens the premenstrual syndrome. So there are medicines which can help you in doing that. But personally, we obstetrician gynecologists do not want to give a lot of medicines to youngsters, adolescents. We don't want to expose them to many medicine. But definitely some evening primrose oil or vitamin E or this type of medicines helps a little bit. Or you can do a symptomatic treatment like premenstrual. If you have a lot of bloating, you can reduce the salt intake during premenstrual period. Or if you have pain, you can take simple paracetamol or this type of thing, symptomatic treatment. If you have feeling of vomiting, you can add to the antihistamine like Avomine or something, some Perinorm tablet. This type of things can be taken in premenstrual syndrome. But this is not a disease. You should not be afraid of it. That is the important thing.
Once a child comes to know this is a normal thing, I think they get okay with it.
one person is asking.
Psychological factor बड़ा काम करता है.
I would also like to add in this कि these sort of things usually happen in girls who are little stressed, you know. Happy go lucky girls में नहीं होगा ये usually.
आजकल सारे stressed
छोटी
हैं.
छोटी चीजों के जो stress लेते हैं, tension लेते हैं, these are the children, you know, उनको पेट दर्द भी ज्यादा होगा, उनको premenstrual syndromes भी ज्यादा होगा. And for these spasms, there is no harm in taking antispasmodics for 1 or 2 days if they help you. That's it. So best is tell your child to be happy-go-lucky. और ये छोटी-छोटी stresses तो life में आती रहेंगी. और बड़े होगे तो no day is going to be without stress if you are into the habit of it.
Yeah.
One question is from Ayat Ali. Having pain inside the vagina during periods or after periods. So this person should consult the gynecologist because this is the first symptom of endometriosis. This type of pain can happen in the disease called endometriosis, but it's not necessary that that person is having endometriosis, but definitely needs a checkup from a gynecologist. And then one person is asking, ma'am, is cold water harmful in the periods time? No, you can have whatever you want to have. Doesn't make a difference whether you eat hot food or cold food, doesn't make a difference. Another question, the blood gets collected.
चार्ली उनको बोलो पिज्जा ज्यादा नहीं खाएंगे, चाइनीज नहीं खाएंगे ज्यादा.
वो तो किसी को भी नहीं खाना
हेल्दी
चाहिए
फूड
ना.
खाएंगे.
वो तो किसी को भी नहीं खाना चाहिए. The blood gets collected after using the cup. Does it cause any problem in the epidemic? No. Only thing is, if too much of blood collects, maybe it will spill a little bit, but then you have to change it timely. It's not going to cause any problem. Another question is, can we take any pill in the first day of menstrual cycle to reduce pain? You can take it, but you know, all the painkillers should be avoided as far as possible. The safest medicine is paracetamol. Take once in a while, and there's no harm in taking once in a while, but if you take it too much of painkillers, they can hamper your metabolism. They can cause kidney damage also. In very, I have seen young girl coming to me with kidney failure because of this problem, because she was taking a lot of painkillers during her cycle. But then life has to go on. If you have so much of pain, then take the safer ones, and you should get yourself investigated. Okay, why so much of pain that you need to take tablet? One tablet or two tablets is not going to do any harm. But if you have to take a lot of tablets, then you need to consult a gynecologist to see why is so much of pain happening. Normally, the pain is normally bearable, not too much, and which will be relieved by 1 or 2 tablets or with hot water bottle.
And another thing is, see, if the person is having a pain during periods, is good. That means she is having an ovulatory cycle. And मैं उनको बोलती थी शादी हो जाएगी, जल्दी से बच्चा हो जाएगा, देखो तुम लोगों को, इसलिए कोई दवाई नहीं लो, ठीक हो जाओगे. And also that's a sign of the patient is ovulatory.
These painkillers you should avoid taking diclofenac. Diclofenac you should avoid.
Children are coming for the injection every day, every period. Ma'am, diclofenac overall लगा दीजिए.
On the counter medicine लेते हैं. Diclofenac is not good for the kidneys at all.
And mothers are more hyper, yaar. Mothers are more hyper than the child. मेरे बच्चे को दर्द हो रहा है, कैसे सहेगा? मैंने कहा जैसे तुमने सहा था वैसे सहो.
One question, ma'am, a student is asking that she is having fever and she get fainted and having worst cramps during her cycle. So is it a sign of worry?
So I was just going to answer this question only. Yeah. This can happen in normal periods also. Some people have this much because you know what happens? When the blood has to come out of the uterus, the cervix is very tight in the nulliparous females. Yeah. Like nulliparous means those who have never had children. So cervix is very tight. So when the blood comes out, it dilates. So when it dilates, it causes pain. Sometimes it causes fainting attack because vagal stimulation. There is vagus nerve which gets stimulated by the dilatation, and there is fainting attack. This could be a normal feature, but if you have so much of pain and cramps, you should be prepared. Just when your period start, take 1 tablet of paracetamol. That will take care of it. But then you should go to a gynecologist, get your scan done, that you don't have any other problem which is causing so much of pain. Once you have ruled out other things, it could be a normal thing.
One more question we have. Like a student, she's saying like her period skips for 15 to 20 days. So is it a normal phenomena or is it something to worry about?
So normal cycle, we consider 20 to 40 days, we consider to be normal cycle. So some people will have every 20 days where they will say कि महीने में 2 बार पीरियड आ गया, ठीक है, because they will count कि जून महीने में 1 तारीख को हुआ और फिर 20 तारीख को हो गया. That is also normal. And if you have period 40 days, every 40 days, that is also normal. And sometimes if the period is extended, it's still little more, maybe 45 days, but it comes on its own in a regular cycle, we don't have to do anything. But then we have to investigate whether she is a case of PCOD, PCOS. Then in that case, we might guide her for some lifestyle changes. That is all we have to do.
And ma'am, one very, maybe it does not sound good, but like how much a girl should bleed actually? Like how should, what is the category where we say it's normal flow and it's like the flow is not normal?
So I tell you, normally there have been lot of methods to find out how much you are bleeding. And for us gynecologists, we consider more than 80 ml is more. But then how do you calculate? There are pictorial graphs that if pad is so small amount, then 5 ml blood. If it is middle, so it is 10 ml. And if it is completely soaked, it is 25 ml. So that way, there has been a graph which we use for the assessment of menstrual flow in our patients. But you know, that latest definition is that any menstrual flow which is hampering your social, emotional, and physical life, that is abnormal. That is abnormal. Even for some women, even if it is more than 80 ml, they will be able to handle it. But for some people, even if it is 40 ml, they will not be able to handle it. It depends on their lifestyle. So whatever is bad for the patient, whatever is uncomfortable for the patient, we have to treat that. We have to see what is the reason for that.
And you can count the number of the pads you have soaked. Like a person has got a 5-day cycle, a normal cycle, first, second and third day person normally changes about 3 to 4 pads in the morning and 1 at night. If they have to get up at the night and change it again and again, that means the flow is heavy. Normally the flow goes down, मतलब for a layman, see, layman अगर मोटी बात बताओगे कि 4 दिन रहेगा, first एक sanitary pads में I think 10 napkins आते हैं. अगर बंदा 15 से 20 से ज़्यादा napkin use करता है, तो इसका मतलब the flow is heavy.
Also, with the flow, you will also start realizing that the girl is getting pale. Her hemoglobin might be going down. She's saying, "मुझे बहुत bleeding हो रही है. Please get a hemoglobin tested. अगर hemoglobin 7 आ रहा है, 6 आ रहा है, तो there is something wrong. That means she's really bleeding."
Ma'am, can we do any kind of yoga or exercises during the period?
Yes.
Yoga,
why not?
Yoga
Light
people,
exercises karo.
Yoga people tell you to avoid some exercises in which you raise your legs. So that is why the reason is there is retrograde menstruation. It can retrograde and pass into the abdomen and cause endometriosis. That is their funda. But otherwise, during periods, we allow them to do light exercises. We allow them for cycling. All those exercises are allowed. But yoga people will ask you not to do a few exercises during periods. They write it very clearly. And there is one question.
The yogic exercises, I think, will decrease the premenstrual syndrome also.
Yes, you must do yoga.
Breathing exercises, yeah.
All throughout your life, you should do yoga. That is fine. But there are few exercises in which you raise your legs. So, like you do Sarvangasana, or you do Sheshasana. There are few more. I know that.
I agree.
Which are not allowed during periods.
They should be told. They should know about it.
You can do a simple exercises of yoga during that time.
Yes.
That is clearly mentioned.
It will be helpful.
There is one message on this. Is it normal or a sign of worry if someone having blackish or brown color blood during the first day of the cycle? So let me tell you why this happens. You know, you have seen the diagram just now. We explained this is uterus, this is cervix, and this is vagina. So when blood comes out of the cervix and it passes through the vagina, so it gets oxidized, so that there is change in the color. So if you have lot of bleeding, so blood will come suddenly from the cervix to the exterior, so the color will not change, it will be bright red color. And if it is coming from cervix to the lower portion in very slowly, it will the color
जब
will
scanty
change.
है तो
It
उसको
will-
ऑक्सीडाइज होने का टाइम मिल जाएगा.
it will come brown or yellow. So on the first day of period, because you are having less bleeding, so the blood will get oxidized and you will have brown color bleeding, which is normal, perfectly normal.
So, ma'am, can you suggest some lifestyle changes to our students so that they could improve these PMS conditions and everything?
Definitely. All this message is to all the youngsters. Although I have seen nowadays youngsters are very much aware of exercise and lifestyle, but still they I mean, it's never good to have refined flours, lot of oil, and a balanced diet is a must. A balanced diet, the pyramid which we had read in childhood, the lower level of the pyramid contains the fruits, vegetables, then carbohydrates, proteins, and on the topmost layer is the fat. And now there is reverse pyramid. People start taking their diet pattern is they like the outside food, pizza, burger, and whatnot. I don't remember all the names also. These
जब तक
people.
मोज़रेला चीज उसे पिज्जा पे नहीं लगाओगे तो मजा कैसे आएगा
So,
खाने में?
like one thing is the eating habits, definitely that is going to help. Another thing is regular exercise. Whatever exercise you choose, you have to devote 1 hour of your life per day in exercise, whatever is the exercise, whether it is mild exercise, moderate or vigorous, that is your choice, what you can do. But everyday exercise is a must. That is my message to every youngster.
Ma'am,
And I would like to add on this. You have to keep a check on your weight. See, that is very important. As Dr. Shali just told you, if you are looking after your diet, check on your weight, PCOD and many things, and self-esteem will also be there. And also as mothers, I think we give in very fast. अरे आज तो हमें राजमा ही खाने हैं, आज तो हमें चावल ही खानी है, हमें हरी सब्जी लेनी नहीं है. So I think you should have a dictum. ठीक है, तुमको राजमा मिलेगा, but take 1 or 2 teaspoons of the green vegetable with that. नहीं तो नहीं मिलेगा. So this is where the mothers have to put their foot down. And instead of having these snacks, you can give them some healthy snacks like nuts दीजिए उनको, मखाने दीजिए. These are and salad क्या है? It is salad is not only प्याज काट लिया और टमाटर काट लिया और खीरा. You tell them to have salad of 6 to 7 colors अपने salads में लीजिए. 6 to 7 colors like green के अंदर 2-3 डालिया, cucumber है, खीरा है, ये है, salad leaves है. काले के अंदर you tell them black gram. It's a very good source of iron and girls do get anemic. Then good is very good source of iron. Then this एक myth है कि गुड़ गर्मी में नहीं खाने. You tell them to make गुड़ and इमली की चटनी and put in curd. Very good source of iron. Then yellow शिमला मिर्च, मतलब रेड के अंदर आप थोड़े से अनार डाल दीजिए. मैं ये नहीं कह रही पूरा अनार एक दिन में डालिए. When you start thinking and saying कि 6-7 colors salad के अंदर है, keep on changing the dressing, taste भी बढ़िया है और खाना भी अच्छा है. Okay.
One question is there, madam, using homemade pads are safe or not? Yes, you can use it if you like. If I remember, my mother and all, they used to use the homemade pads only that time. But only thing is you have to be careful that you change it frequently and they have to be disposed of properly. That is the only thing. Another question which is...
You can use another, I would like to add something to it, like if you're using cloth also, you can use cloth and wash it and dry it in the sun. And पहले बनते थे reusable cloth pads, तो same फंडा है reusable pads का. जो गरीब लोगों को हम कहते हैं, जो पुअर क्लास है, कि आपके जो पुराने कपड़े हैं, टॉवल्स हैं, उनको रख लीजिए और उनसे आप पैड बना लीजिए और वो 2-3 महीने चल जाएंगे, फिर आप फेंक दीजिएगा, फिर बना लीजिएगा. Then we teach them how to make these pads. Old cloth is very good to make.
So I would say there is a circle of life. So it
Yes.
started from there and coming back to the original
Yeah.
time
तो
only again.
अब तो मोटा खाना वापस आ रहा है, बाजरा की रोटी, जौ की रोटी सब खा रहे हैं.
Yes.
So there is
पुराने
there is
ज़माने में
another
खाया.
question I would like to answer. How to control the hormonal imbalance? I am having PCOD and my DHA is so high. Due to this, I am facing the problem of hirsutism.
I think we'll have another session for that.
PCOD
Or we'll have a
that is
session on
that is
PCOD.
there. So that is what I wanted to tell. See,
I
this needs a proper consultation. You need to go to a gynecologist to learn about this. And there's so many questions coming.
Yes.
Yeah, but Dr. Madhu, there are two requests. One is that apart from menstruation, sex, sexual hygiene, and sexually transmitted diseases is another topic where students find it very difficult to reach out to people. Of course, there is a lot of information on Google, but I'm scared that a lot of it is not correct. And, students get a lot of wrong information. So as we, close this session today, which has been a great session, I think one day I would request all of you to come back and address, another issue, because issues which can be easily discussed, easily raised, a lot of help is available. But issues where help is not available, raising them, amongst our students will make a lot of sense for us.
I'd ask Abha to jot down all the questions, and three of us will come again and solve each and every question of theirs.
I think, ma'am, whole day will be, too short for the, queries.
Questions are pouring continuously.
Yes, on WhatsApp, I am having the questions from my relatives also.
Oh my
God.
God.
So I thought we will have, as we have started this wellness series, so I request to all of you, to the members of the trust, to join once again, once in a month. Right, so we will declare the title of that session, and the student will come up there with their queries, and we will request you to to solve the queries, because we are having so many students with us, and ma'am, to get the precious time from your side is very, very difficult, and you can find out that students are very much curious to know about it, and even the faculty also.
Yeah, we are happy to answer their questions.
COVID times, we are quite free.
अभी आजकल तो बहुत time है.
Thank you. It's been a great session listening. And in fact, many information were new to me. Many information were new to me. And I understand, having spent so many years of life for our students and young faculty, definitely this was a very, very insightful session. And we will put it on the social media also, so that others who are looking at these issues can also be benefited. I think it's been a great, great session. Thank you, each of you, Dr. Shalini, Dr. Madhu, and Dr. Neelu, for giving this precious information to the women.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Dr.
so much.
Sapna
Thank you.
Rakesh.
We
Thank you
enjoyed
so
it.
much for your patient listening and highly interactive session. Very highly interactive. We loved the session. All of us enjoyed the session, isn't it?
Even we enjoyed answering everything, and it is really we enjoyed it more than what you must have enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
When the audience is receptive, you really like it. The students came up with all the questions.
Asking,
yes.
How can we connect you? You can ask. All three of us are available very easily. So you.
Yeah.
So, host, you may. Abaji, I think now there's no scope of a formal vote of thanks, because we have thanked enough. And the questions are a reflection of how much people want to thank you, doctors.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Yeah.
And with that, on that note, we close the session. Host, you may close the session.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sapna, for sparing so much of your precious time.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
You are so busy. You're a very, very busy person.
No, ma'am. No, but not doing
busy.
as great a work as you are doing.
No, you people are doing. You're very, very busy. I know.
Thank you. Jiten, please close the session.